So this is a location where you can get some some data to work on it. Okay, so initially we don't have any data in our hand, get the data. So this is given by the Databricks, where we can work on this data. We are having this. See, Databricks data sets, Atlas, Higgs, bike sharing, and all this. This is given by some free data by the Databricks, where we can use it for the POC purpose. Okay, we will work on this today. Before going into this, we need to discuss something. Just opening Google Docs. So yesterday we have discussed it, like how the HDFS system works and what is the difference between MapReduce and Spark, and what are the clouds we are having. Next, like what is Spark, how it is distributed, all these things. But we need to discuss Spark architecture, that is yet pending, and we need to see how the Spark exactly works and who is taking care of all the nodes and how many nodes would be there, what we are doing in the Spark architecture. That today we will see. Before going to that, we need to connect with the community edition. So if you want to work with me parallelly, then you also can connect with your community editions. So Jakita, you need to create one community edition for the Databricks. So just one account, then so that you can do the practice and all along with it. It's fine for today, but if you want to create it, we have already discussed in the third session or fourth session. I don't remember exactly. So you will have in the recordings. You can go there and you can create it, or else you can use the community dot Databricks. So when you search like that, you will get community edition. You can create it for a free account where you can practice all the code. So before going into anything, we need to understand some file system commands. Okay, so file system commands, where we can use the same commands for the Linux, and we are using for the file system commands in the Databricks also. Okay, today we are just getting into the introduction part. It is nowhere connected with Python, but you just try to understand it. So we are having which kind of file system it is? Distributed file system. Distributed file system. So actually what we are using here, we are using in the Databricks, that is dbutils.fs. This means dbutils means Databricks utilities dot fs means file system. So wherever you see this fs, it is nothing but file system. Percentage fs. So this means you go into your file system. ls means list. Whatever you are having in this particular location, you need to list that. So fs is nothing but file system. ls is nothing but list. And this is the location we have given here. Okay, this is a temporary location where we are working on this. So percentage fs ls. So this means go into this file system. Which file system? Databricks file system, and list the content in this Databricks and Databricks hyphen data sets. This is the POC purpose data sets given by Databricks. So dbutils.fs, which is nothing but this file system we are using. This is for Python, okay? Python code, and we are using the Python module, you can say it, module or package. Module or package. Okay, Python module or package. So what is DBFS? DBFS. Okay. Small, all small letters. DBFS is nothing but Databricks file system. Databricks file system. So in community edition, where we are practicing, they have given you 10 GB free space. So you can upload your data till 10 GB. 10 GB free space in community edition. There would be one blob storage. We will see that not in the Databricks side. We are having the blob storage, general blob storage. What is nothing but blob? Blob is nothing but binary large object. So blob storage giving you 500 terabytes. This is paid. Okay, paid. So where we are having your storage, that is blob storage, you can call it as, and it is having 500 terabytes. Your Databricks free space is providing you 10 GB free space. Means 10 GB data you can upload in your Databricks community edition. So what is DBFS? Databricks file system. So now we need to understand class. Here class is nothing but file system, FS. Okay. Inside the class, what we are having? We will have methods and functions. Inside the class, we are having methods and functions. So what is LS? LS is nothing but list. Okay. If you give in the capital letter, it won't take. LS is nothing but list. MV. MV used for move. MV is nothing but move. Okay, first letter is small letter. This is by default taking capital letter. CP. CP is nothing but copy. Put is for place. This is not PySpark. This is file system commands. Okay, in any, like suppose if you are using Databricks, you need to use this file system commands. Okay. Head is nothing but to read. To read. So MKDIRS, which is for creating the directory. RM is to remove any directory. So these are the removing or emptying any directory. Put is nothing but what? Place a file. What to remove? Remove removing a file or emptying a directory. Next, RM R. This is for removing a file Okay, removing the file or emptying it non-directly. Both are used for to remove. So what we are having? We are having one. So see, these are the file system commands. You can say these are nothing but file system commands. FSLS, MV, CP, put, head, NKDIRS, RM, RM, hyphen R. All the first letters would be small letters. So all the first letters would be small letters. Don't use any capital letter. Why? Because if you are using, I'm just giving one heads up like thing. If you are writing SQL code, how you will write? You will write in any, like suppose I'm just opening my SSMS. I'll give you some insights for the difference between Python and SQL. What is SQL? SQL is nothing but structured query language. So this particular language is defined to query the data. Query the data. It is not designed for programming. It is designed for the querying the data. So you remember whenever you are using your SSMS, if you are writing your new query, it is directly taking you to the master database. But you need to select in your real time also, you need to select your original database, where you are working exactly. Okay. So I have selected adventure works. Okay, I'm just seeing for the tables. So here what I'm doing, I'm writing in capital letters. You can see here. Select star or count star from, this is the table name. I'm just executing this. So it has given the count. It is 19,614 records is there in this business entity address. Now I'm giving the same query. Same result, no change. And again, I'm giving the same query. This is where actually you will feel the difficulty. Okay? Same result. I'm giving the same query. You can see here. I'm just making. What is the difference you observed? What is the difference you observed? You
Yes,
can,
yes, yes.
whatever you give, like in which case you give in between the word also, you give anything, like it is not the case sensitive language. So whatever you give, it will take into the, no, it will convert into lowercase. So it will convert and it will work on that accordingly. But Python is not like that. So if you are writing Python code, just take here. I'm just taking one. Okay. Suppose if you are writing any Python code, yeah. For Python code, it is, suppose if you are writing in SQL, structured query language, okay, SQL, if you are writing group by, if you write like this also, it will take. it will take, because we are not having data sets in the yet in the what where in our community edition. I'm just explaining here. I just want to see the data here in this. Let's check the data. So I'm having business entity ID. Okay. I'm doing this. Select a star from table, order by, business entity ID. Which order? Descending. I'm taking descending. So you can see that you got it is ordered, right? Business entity ID. I just given order by. It has taken like this. But in Python, it is not like that. It won't take like that. So whenever you are writing Python code, be very cautious. That's why people feel little bit tough. But Python is the easiest language. Even second standard kid can understand the Python language. It's not that tough. Okay, here what I have given order by. I just wrote like this. It has taken. But in Python code, it is not like that. You need to give like this order by, group by. So whatever you give, you need to give like this. So this means camel casing. Camel casing is nothing but where you are writing. Suppose if I'm writing, this is order by, group by. Okay. If I'm writing with column function. So for that also I need to write like this. So what you found in this? You can see camel casing. Why I am writing in the same line? If I take it in the new line, then again W would be the capital letter in this document. So first word is going to be first word, first letter is going to be the small letter. Second word, second letter, first letter must be capital letter, column or order by. See, order by I just wrote like this, but here order first letter is small letter and the second word, first letter is going to be the capital letter. This kind of writing is nothing but camel casing. So all Python code is in camel casing. So you should not write in the normal language how you are writing English like language. That's why people feel difficulties. And even if you give the small space in between, it will consider. So while you're writing the Python code, you must be more cautious. It's not like that you can write anything and you can get the answer. No, it will definitely throw you the error. So that is what the difference between SQL, structured query language, and structured query language is defined to query the data. Query the data. Just to query the data means like what is there, what is the aggregation, suppose group by, order by, or something. You can query the data. But here in Python code, what you are writing, Python code is a programming language. Programming language is nothing but where you are telling the machine to give you some program, some task. It has to do some task. That's what the programming language. Query language is different. Query language is just to query the data and look at the data, how the data looks. But here it is not like that. We are writing the code to understand, like making to understand the system to give this output. Okay, or to process my data like this. But in the SQL, you are not able to write that. That's what the difference. Going forward, you can understand better. But as of now, don't worry. Okay. So even the Databricks, they have given you the POC purpose data, or you can upload any file. Okay, you can upload any file in the percentage FSLS file store. We'll see that now. This is the data we are having. What is DBFS? Databricks file system. Databricks file system. So inside the Databricks file system, you are having. Suppose I want to check what commands we are having. ls. ls is nothing but list the data what we have, list the files. Okay, I'm just trying to read what I'm having. Percentage. Okay, percentage fs. So whenever you are writing percentage, you should not give space in between. It will throw you the error. Percentage fs space ls, because where we are writing in Python code. We are writing in Python code. This is not the, that's why you didn't get. Just before I had some, I tried something to give you what mistake I did there. I wrote percentage FSLS. I just put slash in here. That's why it gave the error. It won't execute it even for one simple mistake. It's not like the SQL language. Percentage FSLS. Now I just want to display my file store. Okay. File store. Inside the file store, what are the tables? Just display this. See, these are the tables I'm having. If you have opened your community edition, you just try this command there. You don't have any tables. This I have worked and I have created these tables in the file store. I have uploaded manually, and some of them I have created by writing here. This is one. Percentage fs ls file store tables. File store is the location where community edition is provided to work on this. Okay. So you can upload any file here. Even you can upload any file here. How you can upload file here? By importing here. Okay, by importing. I just want to upload one file. I'm just browsing my laptop. Whatever files I'm having here, I'll search upload one. I'm uploading employee underscore pipe CS. Open. Browse. You can upload a file through file, or if you are having any URL, you can upload through URL also. Okay, I'm just uploading by importing. Just import. So see here, it is not uploading due to memory issues because this is community edition. That is vast data file. Okay, you can upload it here. You will see that also. Now what you are trying to do is just creating one folder. Okay, creating folder. How to create a folder? Percentage fs mk dir rs make directories. Where I want to create? I want to create in the file store. Capital F file store table. Function is expected instead. Community edition is so whenever you are getting any error, okay, if you are getting any error like this, you just copy this error message here. Just copy this error message here and you paste it in anywhere like in AI. Then you will get the exact. So what is my error here? It is showing incorrect syntax in the command. And what is that? dbutils fs mkdirs. This is the which code it has given? Scala code. But we are looking into the Python code. Where dbutils.fs. Just to display. Let me know if you are trying. This is Scala. Maybe Python is not supporting this. I need to create in Python. But in general, what I have written here, you can see it. Percentage fs make directories file store table. It's need to be work actually. This is the correct statement which I have given. But in Python, it is not taking like this. You can see here, it is giving in different way. So I'm just copying and trying to do this. Just keep that for reference purpose. This is true. So this table is created in the file store. This table is created in the file store. So here what I have given percentage fs. These are file system commands, okay, where you are using for Linux. In general Linux, you will use percentage fs like this. But here what happened when we are trying to create that by using that command, it is not taking because it has in Databricks, it has given like dbutils.fs. Okay, what is dbutils? dbutils is nothing but whenever you hover your cursor over that, you will get entire details of that. See what I'm doing, I'm calling a function. The type is dbutils. dbutils is nothing but Databricks utilities. So this class provides dbutils functionalities for Python notebooks. Okay. So it for Scala also it is useful. You can write the same code in the Scala also. So this is what it will give you whenever you hover your cursor on the top of it if you are not getting this function. When fs is nothing but file system, right? Is you can whenever you are getting time, you can slowly check all these things. Now what we need to do, we need to test whether this table is created or not. So what I want to do is percentage to look that data. percentage fs ls. Should be more cautious when we are writing it. Files to inside that we have created a table, right? Let's check whether it is there or not. It is saying that okay. Okay is nothing but you are having. Suppose let me check differently. File not found. So you are not having this kind of file in this because we have not created. It would be there. I have created this directory already. Percentage FSLS. It is also not there. Okay. So you are having this. That's why it is saying. Okay. Okay means it is there. Okay. So to copy a file, we need to give the path. Okay, that now we are not having any path, but I'm just giving you here percentage fs cp, and then where you need to give your path. Okay, after that you need to give where exactly the file has to be stored. File has to be copied. File store. It won't run. It will fail. But fail. Here we need to write this. Read.md. So here we need to give the path if you want to copy that. You'll see that when we got the paths, when we have created the files and all, going forward. I'm just giving you the basic idea here. Just to copy and how to display that. Okay, display means what we are having here. Copy and head. Head is to read the files, read the data. I just want to give them. Let me check whether it is working here. Percentage. These are all file system commands. So you need to write the percentage fs head, head, and I need to give the path. So I just want to see. I'm having here. This is a path given by the database. This is a path given by the database. I'm just copying this, trying to read the data, what is there in the adult. Okay, percentage fs head. Let me check it will work or not. These are Linux commands. If it is not working with this, we need to read it like this. dbutils.fs. But I think it will work. Let's check. It is not having. These are Linux commands. So I need to take like this. dbutils dot fs dot. See, whenever you are trying to get something, I wrote just dbutils, right? So in this package, when I put dot, you will have all these functions. You can see here, you will get like this, having all these functions. So what I need, fs dot. So in the file system is fs is another function. So in fs, what we are having, you need to check. I need head. We can type it, but if you don't want to get any error, I'm just after giving like this, I need to give the path in double quotes. Okay. So where is the path? This is the path. Again, I'll copy from here. Alright. So this is the output you are having. It is reading the data from that. Let's check another data set. Let me give this one. This is the data I'm having. This is a salary CSV file. I'm just copying and I'll display this in a notepad. It is giving the output. What you can see the output which you are getting in comma separated, right? Comma separated. This kind of comma separated file is nothing but CSV file. Suppose instead of comma, if you are having pipe, okay, pipe is nothing but you are having backslash. You there you will have pipe. For me, okay. Suppose instead of comma, okay. So see here, this is pipe separated data. There are different kinds of files, okay. You are having CSV files, Excel files, right? XML files. So most of the cases we will receive either it is CSV file or Excel file. Excel file, you know, anyway, we are having Excel sheets and there we are receiving the file. But comma separated value, it is nothing but they will commonly they will give CSV in anywhere in Databricks or like in ADF, anywhere it will give CSV, but it is not always comma separated value. Any separated value, like any special character would be there. Suppose I'm having just I want to replace this pipe with, okay, all. This is also CSV file. Okay, the value is separated. The value is separated by a special character. Dollar now. Mostly you will get comma or pipe. And most commonly they will use mm, percentage. It would be sometimes it would be like this. Depends on your client. This also CSV file only, they will say. But what is that? Then is some special character would be there in between the data. Mostly you will get comma or pipe. This kind of data, what you are calling CSV file. Have you seen? I have typed CSV file data. What you got? Colon sub semicolon separated. Sometimes it is going to be colon also, but the value is separated with a special character. This kind of files is called as CSV files. Never think like CSV files always is having comma separated values. Instead of comma, you will have semicolon, or you will have colon, you will have dollar, you will have pipe. Pipe, you can see your laptop, you are having backslash on the top of it, you are having pipe. That is a pipe. Okay. So pipe separated like this, you will have any separated value, we call it as comma separated or CSV. See here also you are having semicolon. It is very important the data how it is separated, because when you are working with your Azure Data Factory or anywhere, you need to mention your separation value, whether it is comma or pipe or semicolon or colon. Accordingly, it will take the data, because otherwise how it knows like what is data, what is the separation, doesn't know, right? That's it. So it is you should be very cautious when you are giving your data. This is also comma separate, but you calling this as CSV file. The separation always must not be comma. And here I just want to tell you something. Here you are having your untitled notebook, right? I'm just replacing this with, you can write like this. And you can give your preferred language here. If I am typing SQL, it will take SQL language. Okay, if you are not giving anything, by default, it is going to be Python. By default, it is going to be Python. If I am writing, so see here, you are having markdown, percentage MD. So I'm just giving you test. If I enter like this, see here, it will skip the execution. You can keep notes, comments, or anything. You can keep it here in the markdown. So to understand anything, when you are writing big codes, you must give this markdowns. Otherwise, so after 1 month or 2 months, you only need to search for everything. Because when developing, we will use many tools like ChatGPT or something we will use, and we will develop the program and we will execute it. But later, after some days, you came back and you see the code, it will be like Greek and Latin for you. Okay, so you need to keep your markdowns and you need to keep your comments for everything. Suppose if I'm writing like this, I need to keep some comment here. What? You have to write the comment. To write the comment, you need to give the hash, and this is to test. Okay. What? Just giving to read the file. Just a comment. When you are writing anything, do the practice like that. So you are writing a code, so you need to give a comment at some point. So by seeing those comments, you can understand, okay, this will help me like that. When I came back to this notebook and I saw that, then I can understand. So I'm writing a code. This is the comment. So I can see that by seeing that, I can get back. It is for our purpose only. We need to write a comment and we need to write the markdowns. When you are starting a new cell and you're writing a code, some 20 lines of code. So there you need to mention for what that function you have written. It is for you only. Okay. So that is the good developers practice. So we are all developers, so we must have those things. Sometimes you'll hand over this code to your colleague or your manager or somebody. So then at that moment, they need to get that code what you have written over there. Okay. So this is what dbutils.fs.head. And this is correct only. Okay. What I have given here, it is not wrong. But why it is not taking, this is Linux code. Here also it has failed, right? Okay. Linux code. So for Databricks, you need to write like this: dbdis.fs.mkdirs. Okay. And I just want to remove. I want to remove the. We are having another command, remove. But to remove, whether it is removing or not, we need to take display. Okay, display dbutils dot fs dot which function I want? I want remove function. Is it there? I need to check it. I'm having yes, remove. What to remove? I'm giving one. This one only I'll give. Or I'm just removing this. Give in the double quotes. And you say this is true. Okay. And remove. A remove function you must have. No Python documentation found for RM. Why you are not finding anything for remove? Okay, you can see this is a file system command. Remove is a file system command. FS is nothing but a file system. But I'm trying to get this in the Python code. That's why it is saying no Python documentation found for RM. If you are getting any doubt, you want to check that, you can check like this. Here I want to check. If you are not able to write any syntax or something, so there is no Python documentation for this. So you can get here. Suppose I want to check Python code. So I want to check. Okay. Why it is not finding? Okay. You can try using the help. On wait, scientist. So what now I'm doing is I need to give a Boolean function called true here. Okay, when I'm giving true, then what it means, if this file is existing, if this particular file is existing, remove it. That is true. Then only it will remove. If you are not giving true, it won't remove. So true. Now it is giving true. Now let me try to find out this file. How to find it? So to find that, what to do? Percentage fs. I need to give the path here. So what it is saying? File not found. These are all file system commands. Okay, just try to remember these things, because in practical sessions we will use mostly this percentage fsls and percentage fs head. Because if we want to read the file, if we want to check the file whether it is there or not, we need to use this head function, and we will use this one, percentage fsls, because to check the whether the file is loaded or not. So these two functions we will use mostly, but these are all file system commands to create directories, to copy, to remove, okay, to see the data. These are the file system commands. So if you are working on a files, one more thing you need to remember, okay, if you are working on files, creating your own file. So for that, what is there? Like if you want to write the multiple lines, okay, multiple lines, not single line, then you can use 3 double quotes. So whenever you are using 3 double quotes, so it will take multiple lines. Suppose I am writing uh, some data, okay, anything. I'm just writing that. Then what it is going to be? It is like that. It is printing in the red. So whenever it is in red, it won't execute that. This is the way. So when you are giving 3 double quotes, it means like it is for multiple lines, or it will simply don't execute. I'm just running this. What it will give you. It's just giving it as string. See, no error it has thrown. If you give any just executing this, shift enter or run the entire cell. Okay. And there is an options you can see here. Run all above means all the cells above that 11th cell is going to be executed. Run all below. Except this cell, every cell is going to be executed at the down. Okay. Good morning. So now everything is going to be executed. Run selected cell means only 11th cell is going to be executed. I'm just executing only this cell. So I'm entering. My habit is to give shift enter. I'm just. So what it is doing, it is giving that particular information without throwing any error. So 3 quotes, it won't execute, but it will display all. So for this, what is the purpose of this? To write n number of n number of lines. Okay. So these are the files. Any doubts in this? Tomorrow we will understand Spark architecture, and along with the Spark architecture, we will understand how the database operations like DDL, DML, DRL, all these are working, and what are the commands we are having in that. So all these things tomorrow we will discuss it. Okay. But let me know if you have any doubts till now. So, and in 2 to 3 classes, we'll go into this community edition and we'll work on that by creating RDDs, data frames. What is RDD? What is data frame? How we are working on that? We can see that. Any doubts? No?
No, Divya. I will play around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you then.
Thank you.